So this is just a basic implementation. So it's without taxation and shipping and things like that, but the base is working. So I added a setting here to set the Stripe API. These keys will be, or they are test keys that are publicly available. So I'm not afraid to show them because they are inside the README too. So the admin can set the publishable key and the secret key. Both is needed for Stripe to work correctly. And now in the commerce, Orchard Core Commerce, we have a content type called product. I created 2 products for testing. This one, cheese. It's 5 USD and 55 cents. And another one, bread. And we have already implemented, so that it was before Stripe, it was here, the shopping cart. Yes, and if we go to the products page, we can add them to the shopping into the shopping cart. I will add bread here. It will appear in the shopping cart. This is just a basic implementation of the shopping cart. It's only one user, so if I log in with another user, the shopping cart will stay this way, but it doesn't matter for now. Yes, I will add cheese too. So we have 2 products in the shopping cart, and now I can go to checkout. This is a basic checkout, so yes, no shipping, no address field, just a simple name, email, phone, and this bank card or credit card field. This entry comes from Stripe, from the Stripe API. So I type something here. And now in the Stripe documentation, we can find some credit cards. First, we can use one that will be declined. So this will not work. Yes, and Stripe even have some different cards with different error messages. So this one is insufficient funds, and we can get the error message from the API and we can display it here. So as you can see, our shopping cart is, if we go back to the cart, it's still the same way. Nothing happened basically. And now I will try another one. There is one that is working right away because it doesn't require any authentication, but now I will try a credit card number that will require an authentication, 3DS authentication. If I want to pay, I can't pay right away because I have to. This is Stripe's own 3DS authentication panel. But if this would be in a real situation, the bank's authentication panel would be loaded in, and now I can decide to fail it or complete it. No, let's just complete it. And it says that the purchase is successful and it's completed. The email sending is not implemented yet, but the shopping cart conversion to an order is completed. So if I go back to the cart page, it's empty now. And if we go to the content items, I can see as an order here, which have a lot of things. Mainly our products. These are the important ones. We can edit them. so the quantity of them. We can't add new ones yet. So for now, we can just only set the quantity. And here are some other important information like the kind of the payment and the amount, transaction ID, creation date, and the charge text, which is now just the payment for and plus the site's name. Here's an order ID, which is just a generated number. And these are for the future, like the current status of the order, and other things like shipping data. Here are two address fields that contains name and other stuff. So yeah. So basically that's it. Every situation is handled. So if the card is not working, it will throw an error message for the user. I can also show that because this field is a stripes field, it has some basic checks. So I can't submit this because it's not completed. So this field is handled by the Stripe API completely. Basically, that's it, and I can show you some code if you want.
I have a question, not for the code, but it's a feature that you have to enable, and then it plugs automatically to the cart, to the checkout process.
The checkout is activated with commerce, so I didn't create a separate feature for that, but we need to enable the cart, this session cart storage feature. This feature already existed when I created the Stripe.
So if you type Stripe in the features filter,
yeah,
something will appear.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe we should add it so it can be separately activated.
Yeah, because maybe you don't want Stripe, so it should be
a
feature with custom settings and integration and stuff. Because maybe I just want PayPal. Maybe I want Stripe or PayPal.
Yeah, good idea to put it in a feature.
And you might want both too.
You said something like both what?
Oh, both. And like if you want to accept a credit card using Stripe, but you might also want a PayPal at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, Stripe or PayPal and PayPal or all these things like direct credit card or whatever. So many options.
Also, I want to mention that the checkout front end, it doesn't send any credit card information to our server or to the server of the host. It sends this credit card data directly to Stripe through JavaScript, and then just gets back the information that you saw in the editor for the order. So it's actually, like no liability there.
Yeah, that's exactly what someone would say if they were actually getting the credit cards.
Yeah, but it's open source, so it can be audited.
Sure. How do I know that this is the source that you are using? You might change it and deploy something.
And then get sued into the dirt, so no thanks.
I don't trust you. We'll take my credit card. Cool. Thank you. Other questions?
Should I show some code or?
Nah, I don't think that's necessary.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's so much. So yeah.
What? It's just one field. It can just be 2 lines of code, I'm sure. I want to see a website using it, like a real commerce eventually, and on my commerce eventually we'll see one. Or we ask Shane to use it, and then 2,000 websites are using it. Good, thank you, Zabolch.